changing because they didn't look too hot in their game on this map either.
All right.
You yourselves lost to Global,
all right.
so it's like, you know, it was
DRX
the
on
third
defense,
map in that
VARREL on
full
attack.
series.
VARREL
They were off
one
to
map
a
away.
start of shambles on their defensive side, DRX. So let's just throw
They
it back.
start on attack with a chamber,
on this
solo
KO,
duelist.
Where it was abused nicely last kickoff.
Yeah, more of a defensive comp.
Starting things off on the defense
So,
right now, looking down middle.
Anything above 5 is good in my opinion.
Toxic screens towards A. Oh, very common occurrence.
Okay, Klaus.
Now we'll see what this chamber is going to look like for him as well. Hide the map, hide everything, and you'll just think, all right, Corrode, what do? They went B, they went B, they went B. Let's go B here. As LP forgets that a wall exists in the market, has to get out of there, and has to go meet with the team as they try to barrel their way in towards this B site.
This was one of the ones where I actually had like really good spacing on this one, just everyone sending it together.
Mako as well.
Oh, he popped the satchel midair. Oh my god, he's owning everyone.
Man, really don't push him because he is close to the edge, isn't he? Hermes rather, onto LP. Cinder and Shuna.
How did Mako make this look so easy?
Gets the triple.
Solo holding spawn.
Pistol.
Wrecking him.
Now I'm wondering what I've just witnessed.
Quick fashion, just witnessing VARREL kicking down the doors, and DRX are just like, yeah, welcome. We're right here.
In my head, I didn't see the explosion of that satchel, and I'm thinking Mako did shoot it
midair,
but I also need to like kind of see it. Here we go. Oh no, that was after. That's when the kills happen. That's actually probably what we do want to see, because kills at the end of the day get the job done for DRX. Mako and Hermes. Pistol down.
Do you agree with FNS that EG is better than these two teams? Not a chance.
Folks out there,
EG?
3 pistols so far.
With how they play? Not a chance.
Well, as long as they don't drop the
right now.
the upcoming round.
Yeah, because they did that twice as well. So let's see. Up the guts of mid, Zexy with the shorty into the snake's bite and into the snake's death.
I know we wanted to see VARREL, you know, playing a little bit looser, but not this loose, guys. Come on.
Yeah. That is just the classics at the end of the day, kind of, with that investment of the shorty. So it is what it is. To see how much damage VARREL are going to be able to find in this round.
Gonna go for some sneaky pre-fires. Bane's gotten on top of it.
Now we have a bit of time to breathe in the round, it does look like, with just no one being too super aggressive. Shuna and LP, see if they're going to be able to get away with anything as we look towards what DRX will have in the next round, essentially. Guardian for Hyunmin and a Judge for Hermes, Stingers and Spectres for the rest of the squad.
Yeah, going to be insanely clean. Yeah, you would like to do a little bit of damage.
Oh my god, no, it's just a clean, like true flawless.
Yep, no damage delivered across the board. So now we'll see what VARREL do look to bring in towards the attacking side. As if you remember back towards that global esports game on Split, it was the first one, right? VARREL won the pistol, then they started to stumble and fall, losing a couple of rounds to GE's attack. So they didn't really get to play too much on their attacking side, I would say. 3 rounds here and there.
Yeah, I'm not sure this playstyle suits them, but we'll see. Again, it's harder on attack.
You're not playing the Raze Yoru with the fade from Shuna. Shuna on the sky. So you got the Trailblazer that goes in, but now what? You got to try and facilitate a way to get Zexy an advantage on towards one of these duels, which he attempts to find on towards Mako, who will get out with not too much damage delivered.
Just laying out some groundwork for now.
Okay, yep, the A site does exist.
Oh,
good.
Info in garage, though.
And that's even better, isn't it? LP, how far does he decide to go when you hear the shots outside of A main? You see that toxic screen go up.
Flash goes over towards middle. Flash goes deep middle as well, so they kind of get info on the sides here as well. Full push over towards B main. This is a lot of info for DRX.
Stuns and damages now. So if you're really letting this time go down as VARREL, it could get problematic.
Really. DRX are pretty much staying on top of all of this as well. Hyunmin marking down the positions from elbow. Mako towards the back end of screens. Tosses out the paranoia just in case VARREL does decide to waterfall down. They haven't really done so just yet. Straight into the
Yeah, they
tight
might
corners,
get
though.
wrecked
That's where
here.
the Spectres will
Hyunmin.
do their thing once again. Hyunmin onto the Guardian, landing down
Lovely
two.
shots, bro.
Down to it at the
Really
end.
nice. This is the
duel.
duel. This is the round. Well,
That's exactly why.
that's
isn't it? You
unlucky.
gave him an upgrade, and now they can
Need to
take
straight
this
up just
together.
missed, man.
Maybe not even required.
Yeah,
Bane.
I mean, it all comes down to
Patient
that
with
duel,
one.
really.
Cinder walks in
Just
through
lost
the
it.
crosshairs.
The DRX had a very
the
nice defense
bonus
here.
round
VARREL
going
need to
DRX's
create
way.
more pressure elsewhere.
This time
Also,
history not repeating itself from the previous match.
I mean, it's not their fault they weren't playing,
Indeed,
well,
indeed.
they weren't playing together, I guess, at least in 2023. You gotta, you know, this whole 5-man group slow play, right, where you're grouped up here, but then you're taking over towards heaven, then maybe you go over towards site and stuff like that, and you're planning to eventually split over towards the site. You can't do this against the sky. You are always going to go into a 3-person stack.
Got that good crosshair placement that I'll say I've been waiting for this kickoff.
Oh,
I think is the way to put it.
That's fair, that's fair. He wasn't this sharp for the past couple of...
No, he was a very, very blunt knife. You can only spread butter with that.
That's a good function. But we'll go back into it right now. Once again.
Okay, 5-person group again. It's a similar story
Deal with
that
the high-low as well, make them fall over.
people are just going to work out where they are. Boombot over towards A, doesn't see anything. Rotate comes in, 3 over towards site.
Klaus trying to sneak through.
No, you're dead
Oh,
now,
that's a
Chief.
nice salvo on that.
No.
Salvo's good use.
Oh, I like the
from
salvos
free in.
here. Salvo here and here from far away means that they have to, if they are in one of these tucked corners, swing out into the open. You got to double hold.
Maybe toy with a slight little bit of the economy, but it's really not going to do too much as far as DRX are concerned. Bane, one of the Seekers as well. Would be neat to gather in towards the next round. If you want to switch over to a retake or mid of round, get some further information. But again, you don't want to waltz into a bit of a
Freeing
trap scenario
Teo.
as well.
Yeah, that's true.
VARREL may have around the corner,
He's a
so you
beast.
just wait. DRX know you've won this round, right? There's no way.
I think
You slip
Vitality
this
gets
2
their
versus
full
4,
roster,
30
they'll
seconds
become a
to
really
go.
strong
And
team.
he's on.
Yeah.
Nice
You're not
off
wrong.
angle for Klaus. See if he reads it. Try to.
Already spotted him from before down middle, so just down to this last one, even with the full swing, Bane will stay on top. 4-0.
Yep.
Having to do, I mean, they're having to do
Rarely
gymnastics
see
at the
DRX
moment with their
fuck up rounds
roles.
like those.
It's like a big part of it as well.
Very rarely.
I mean, I think you would probably just put that on any team. You should.
You should.
See, you should see no team lose that 4 versus 2
Think KO
when there's
works
an
in this
equal
map?
around the other side.
I think it's a niche pick,
We've
but I think
seen
it's,
it. Don't you-
I think it
we've
works in
seen
this
it.
map, yeah. Mostly because people play
Not
Race so
this time,
much.
not today.
Very good against Race.
Alrighty,
Need to
VARREL.
see more from VARREL, though.
I'm a bit of a
Time
KO
to get
believer
into
with
server
the
right
right
now.
click
You're building up
flash.
your ultimates, you're building up
but
your weaponry,
I'm
but
just
you are missing rounds. It's
not
the
a
time to
KO
get that
believer at the
situated. Pop
moment
flash
because
available
Yoru
in through
exists.
mid from Bane, not at the ready, gun in
I
hand.
would just
Ooh,
rather
rain
have
down
a
onto
Yoru.
Zexy. Again, just a non-starter in this map. Hyunmin finds
every
Klaus
map.
as well.
Every time they try to poke on through, get caught. Now LP hitting the deck.
Yeah, this might be a stomp, man.
Feeling like a bit of deja vu at the moment for VARREL.
Yeah, it's like minute mark, and once again, you're at 2v5.
Freeing, watching the right angle. You're just not expecting that as Shuna. You know, we're seeing some differences and some copy-pasting from VARREL in that GE game, right? They're going for a little bit more of this extremity play, going up a little bit more focusing towards mid. As in the end, Cinder does actually get spotted. Good for 2. I mean, there's a...
This is all.
I say there's a world. He can ult for the spike.
Dude, imagine
I
ulting
almost
for the
feel like
spike
he
and
needs to get
sticking
a kill
it.
or 2 before going for it, though,
I think
because...
he's just gonna go for it.
Well, the opponent's already here. I wouldn't mind him sticking it.
30 seconds left.
Okay.
Oh, he
Nice.
does. Okay. Okay.
We're cooking.
Are we, though?
A little bit, a little bit.
Is it gas or is it flint and steel? Like, what ages are we at right now? Paranoia available for Cinder, 1v3. If you're DRX, you've got the stealth drone, you've got the salvos, and well, you've got the paint shells to push him out. Not
Unlucky,
expecting
dude.
member.
Didn't expect them
Hermes
to
there.
both be there. Dude, what a
Something
nice
with some
try that was.
golf claps. It was a nice
Alright.
attempt.
That was a really nice try.
DRX will keep this one flawless, and now a big favor from VARREL. Y'all need some coach intervention. There needs to be a timeout to decide what is happening soon.
It's okay, Komodo. It's probably coming, all right. But yeah, Komodo is so unimpressed.
Yeah, there it is. Good.
So close, and it came quite exciting, but
yeah, it's a
unfortunate.
Scenario where he gets that one kill and he thinks that Hyunmin is just by himself in that situation, right? That Hermes isn't with him. It's an unfortunate thing. You get that kill, you want to try and reposition a little bit of space, but it's just good spacing from DRX for the trade at the end. It's 5-0. I mean, you got to do something different. You got to come out with different strategies, different plays.
I think they're struggling against the sky a little bit, or the info around the map.
I will
but
say, some of these rounds
they also, dude, the no double send on attack does not suit this team.
But then you also just got DRX
they're not a chamber solo duelist team.
And they're sitting on top.
I need to see this team on double duelist every map.
Right now on this VARREL side is Zexy.
Yeah, hasn't really been able to come online in any of these angles or positions just because of how much DRX is controlling. Every time you try to go up middle, it's snake bites, it's you know, guiding lights to really find information.
Or it's him just being spotted out, sprayed through the smoke by the likes of
group they want to go into.
He's just not able to get past go at all and collect $200.
So really
I could see it.
To kind of get DRX off of these utilities and these power positions.
This round is probably not the one that it's going to happen in. Some slight upgrades in the Guardians for VARREL. Make sure that the money matters are in order though as well for the buy in the next round.
We'll just confirm a couple of players up mid.
In these sort of scenarios as well, you're not seeing a world in which DRX are going to push A main to give the likes of LP a fight. They're not going to push Garage to give Klaus a fight. They're going to be happy just watching over towards the site chokes, get the information with the Trailblazer that Klaus is in Garage. And I like the timing on the Seekers as well. You want to see how close they might be up towards mid. Are they getting towards tower? Do you need to readjust your positions as DRX into the tower to look to take this fight? You hear the judge from Zexy. You want no business of that. You can play a little bit deeper
he's
now that
send
information's been revealed. 50 seconds to go for VARREL. When do they want to go? To this B site because Klaus is still in Garage.
There.
Confirmed again by a good guiding light of Bane.
Oh no. And unfortunately, this is where things might start to crumble.
Oh, mate.
Flash is coming through, but Mako still stays on top, and Bane finally shot at the end.
He switched his POV just after he ate a flash.
Angles, though, and that's where Suna will be able to find one. Bane trying to buy some time with flashes, but Hermes gets caught out with utility in hand. Marks down Suna's position at the very least, though. Bane, he's looking to finish off the round, circling around the back end of the pillar. Special delivery keeps LP away from the site.
I mean, what's he meant to do, man?
I think this is just going to end in a save.
He's going back to get the spike, but there's going to be no time to get the plant. He probably would have been better just hedging bets on going for a fight, as Bane is going to swing on out, but there's just no time at all. Freeing doesn't read into that one. Maybe looks for the final kill here.
There's no time for
the plant. It won't happen because you need 4 seconds, and there was not 4 seconds. Would have been neat if there was. Would have got the pit.
They're struggling so much,
There's
man.
some damage quack that comes through that round from VARREL, but not enough to get the job done and get on the board. 6-0 for DRX. And now you would assume this is where the timeouts talk comes into play.
It's got to. Every step of the way been met with a roadblock. DRX just staying.
I mean, they already had a timeout, right? It didn't change too much.
You want to play?
They at least have like at least 1-3-1.
I would like to see some play from Klaus.
The timeout wasn't too bad.
Tour de Force is out.
You can snipe down Mako, that would be amazing, but it is Mako.
They just get traded all the
You
time.
would need a teammate to be able to go in and get you on a
guy flash over towards B main, doesn't hit anything.
Maybe making this one a little bit unassailable as Cinder is just going to fake TP on through. Now you've got some decisions to make as VARREL as well. Where do you actually want to go? Are you just pushed into going to this A site? LP's not seen any.
When the dog goes in,
from DRX
that's when you know that the Viper is then trying to hold this space for one. They should be spamming this. They missed a trick here. I think they're struggling to play against the sky a little. It got a lot better. Jesus. After the timeout.
We don't let that snowball roll.
Yeah.
As freeing.
But like as soon as you hear a dog and it's only checking this, Like, that's because they think they got a timing and that the Viper's only holding the other choke, and then he's trying to hold it down as one.
Everything's open for business.
Oh, he legged him.
Though, blows things up with paint shells.
Oh, what?
Just enough of a bit of damage done.
Did he leg him, or was that someone else? That was
Towards
insane.
the spawn side as well. 3 versus 2 for VARREL. And I was going to say a potential long flank from LP, but thinks better of it. He's going to run a marathon to get towards this A site. Oh, dearie me. Shooner's by himself here if they swing on him.
Guys,
And now it's
please
a 2
stop
versus
getting
2.
into these positions and playing one person. They never play together in certain situations. Like when it gets to like later in the round, like, mate, what are we doing on heaven there?
He still lands the frag. LP has to play for the spike. Tries to toy around it. Tries to buy time with the snake bite, but Bane.
There's no time. It's already
calls
done.
for the time.
Already done. Confirmed with LP spotting that one. And VARREL, they do get on the
aim
board.
too much.
But there's a couple
They
of
just
mistakes
wanna,
that could have
they
made
wanna
things
fight
go the other way.
all the time,
and
yeah.
DRX could have come out with that round, so you got to make sure that you're cleaning up a little bit of this slop. You're finally on the board. Zexy as well with that kill, which is an important one in that 2 versus 2, right? Finding that frag over at Heaven.
Wait, what are the Americas
Significant amounts of
games
damage
today?
from the paint shells that Hyunmin throws as well as they try to waltz on through the toxic screen, taking the decay damage. Could have absolutely come out with the clip.
Oh, it's the upper bracket stuff?
Kills.
Oh, it's the good ones? Holy.
I mean, DRX
That'd be
was
nice,
in
man.
control initially, but
I mean,
he's just asking why.
from the view, it's like,
Yeah, Kilios, that's crazy.
but only just.
Yeah. Still around on the board.
Ambition from Hermes here, pushing down mid as a Viper. It's not like you're a Yoru where you can bail on out, so you got to find the timing nice on the back of the dark cover and get on out.
Yeah, I mean, this is the luxury
Or
of being
not. Maybe
6-1 up. You can play like this.
Ego your
Also a
opponents
great
little bit
shot.
there and have a little bit more confidence to take that fight. Sure, that works.
Especially if you got 6 rounds up.
Uh-oh.
Have the confidence, why not? Overflowing through. Zexy, unfortunately, though, caught with the Butterfingers all the way up towards A. Maybe trying to sell a slight fake. Doesn't quite find too much Klaus, though.
Yeah, it finds the operator shot over at the B site onto Hyunmin. But you're so far spread thin for VARREL as well. You need
I
to
mean,
start to
I think I
regroup
have
a
to
little bit,
agree
bring
with
that
FNS.
spike
EG would at least be VARREL on this
somewhere
map.
around the map. Sub 50
I'm
seconds to go.
backtracking.
It'll be a monstrous duel for LP to win onto Bane, but Zexy stuck in towards Mail as well. Does manage to get on out and with a deep pit on towards the A side. What are you doing as LP? Do you stay in your own pit? Or do you get out of it and play a little bit of time to still
Hold it
clear
under
the
zero
site?
pressure.
Because
Yeah,
Freeing
no,
is
it's a hard watch right now.
unchecked. Pit goes down. 20 seconds. Freeing could absolutely get the better of you. I'm sensing such hesitancy right now from VARREL.
and they still might win the round. That's the crazy thing about it. What a great stun that is.
Special delivery, one up top, and the final one going down against Klaus. 8 seconds.
Okay, the
Can he
classic
get the
one
strike?
runs in,
Surely
one
just
stays
enough,
alive.
but
Klaus, you've
at
lost
that
the round
point,
now.
Mako and Hermes can move in on him.
They
They
got
do
off.
just that. He got off, but Mako takes the duel head on.
Yeah,
Jesus,
2
that
versus
was a
1.
round.
Klaus, I thought he was just going to go for the plant in the very beginning of that one because there's not much time left. You got to do that. As soon as he fakes it, he gets off. He has to win the duel. He has to win 2 fights, and that's just never going to happen in those situations. I'm throwing some real concerning thoughts over towards VARREL at the moment, right? The hesitancy in that 3 versus 1 scaling in towards the side. The pit that is kind of nil in the deeper side as well. I mean, had LP stayed there with the team up a little bit further, would have been great had they got the plant and set themselves up to really funnel DRX
This one, I mean, they
elsewhere,
use
but
so
it's
many
just-
ults.
it's
So
just
many
wonky at
ults.
the moment.
And the original
Maybe you
plan
can
was
get
like
the
pretty
better
rough.
Hermes in towards
And they
mid,
just messed up
Klaus
so
loses
much.
the duel this time.
Yeah, it might be one of those where we just...
Ooh.
I mean, again, they got a good defense comp, but you got to at least get 3 rounds here.
3 from VARREL up middle.
I did not think that crosshair was there, but Zexy killing towards Bane to establish a 4 versus 4. You'll pilfer a rifle as well from his corpse, but what can you do with it? The answer is nothing.
I mean, he's aiming well.
Wanted to perhaps cut them off in some rotations, play a deeper position, but unfortunately DRX once again stays on top of it with 2 players marking the angle. Now you start to get the rotations over onto A.
And I think you're okay to play even a retake here if you are DRX. That Freeing has to be self-sufficient on the site, however.
Oh, the TP at the top was nice.
He's trying to keep buy time with Salvo.
Oh,
It's
that's
enough for his
yucky.
team to arrive, but that's where VARREL managed to find a couple of
The
frags.
timing on the
3v2
pinch here
with
over
Spike
towards
Plant.
elbow is really good.
Yeah, regrowth from
I like
Shuna
the,
can
I
get
like Cinder's
LP
TP
a little
top
bit
site.
more healthy. I feel like that does have to come out in this 3 versus 2, which it will. You mentioned the showstopper from Hyunmin. They'll start to path over towards main first to clear that at least before deciding to go into the site.
I
So
mean,
see a paranoia from
the
Marco.
smoke will
Ooh,
actually
can be a bit of a cheeky play
cause a
if
bit
you
of
get the
chaos, to be
paranoia right
fair.
Definitely could, unless someone from VARREL finds some nasty midair shot.
Shuna timing on the guiding light here.
Trying to set up for it. It will flash. Hyunmin unfortunately blows himself up, and that's where Shuna finds a sheriff. It's
Dude,
going
they
to
could
be a
still
thrifty
get
round for
5.
VARREL to get back
They
up
could
on the
still
board
get a
again.
good half here,
Yeah,
considering,
gonna be
I
able
mean,
to,
it wouldn't be a good half
you
from
know,
what we've seen,
well,
but it would
honestly,
be a
we need to
good,
see more.
like,
We
score
need
on
to
the
see
half.
7-5 for VARREL to have real confidence
If they
that
can
they're
get
gonna be able to do
5.
something back, because I feel like that might even just be a little bit of a slip up on towards the round. Marco for the opener. Zexy with that kill that's honestly quite disgusting. But all in all, the trades coming out for DRX were nice. It was a yucky spray, I'll say, from Hermes with that Phantom. Apart from that, showstopper, that didn't
That
take
Sky
out
Flash though.
himself. Hyunmin could have potentially even found the remainder of the rounds. You'll just throw it away though as DRX, I think. And you'll go at it again, which is looking substantially
Okay, I mean, he's trying to spam default.
He's just spraying the normal line.
Mate,
That's-
please chill out.
Extremely ambitious from Klaus. You know that Bane has been around this B site with Marco a lot. Trying to find the right timing on that one. Wall down, freeing dead to rights.
Aryan, thank you so much for the gifted, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you.
It's not truly working out for it now. So with the side open, TP's across.
Yeah, they get a lot of heal off on this.
Control
It's
now,
nice.
Zexy. Oh, unfortunately, whipping the shots will pull out the secondary to.
Wow, he still
clean
got
things
one.
off.
Yeah, now Bane and Hermes. See if they're going to be able to bring
I've got
this
your
back.
trail.
It's a
Seeker
perfect
usage
round
from
for
Shuna.
Seekers.
Confirms locations.
It helps them so much. It was looking at, honestly, I was not convinced at all.
To secure the round.
The Seekers means it's such an easy round.
Full awareness. DRX though. Just happy to hold on to the weapons for now, and at the same time, a little milestone kill for Hyunmin.
I mean, it's not even the worst to just hold on to the guns into the next round, to be honest with you. Ensure a little bit of bank in towards the next coupler. You remove some of the weapons from VARREL. It plays with their economy here as well, but Bane can't do that.
Okay, that's the VARREL that we want.
Be funny if they stood up after winning that round, even behind.
Yeah,
Well,
like
I'm having
regardless of what the scoreline is,
Yep,
just do it.
just do
Get
it.
in their heads.
Again, I don't think DRX are going to be massively phased in this sort of situation. They knew that they were down onto a little bit of a lesser buy.
That's true.
Holding on towards the next one. They will retain one of the guns into the next round as well. So for me, I think I'm putting a little bit more of a focal point on towards VARREL to see if they're making some smart decisions, if they're now finding their footing on this attacking side of Split. 1,000 kills for Hyunmin.
Pretty fast.
Career milestone achievement, but we go straight into the round where a big potential fight outside of Garage. Mako starts off with one, does send out the flash, but now position's not favoring. He's got to back off.
I thought it was going to be a layered flash from Bane after that
Guys,
kill
you can't
as well
force this. It's
before
been
just
so
going
long.
for the swing
Guys, you
against
can't force
numbers.
this. Okay.
Unlucky. Zexy.
Give me a hard round. They got a split. They got no duelist.
Freeing in a very forward spot.
Yeah.
Super early as
But why is
well
he
in
looking like this
round.
guy
You've got to
kind
have such awareness as VARREL that he could be already this far forward. We'll see how he's going to navigate this one. If VARREL do get into the side as well, it can be a massive Armageddon from
of... I mean,
Freeing.
yeah. He's pretty on top of
Laying
it.
down
They
that
saw
carbon
so
bomb,
many.
so we'll have to wait
I mean,
and
honestly,
see.
at one point,
50
Klaus
seconds
has
to
to
go,
start
what the
checking
choice
spawn
is here for
also.
VARREL, and maybe it is just stand and deliver in mid.
Oh, he didn't get much for it. Oh, it's a lovely lineup.
Into Hermes for the triple spray. Just Klaus left inside of Garage, and he will
Dude,
not
honestly, if
be
they
able to
get
make it
4,
out
I still think
alive.
it's doable. It's kind of insane
8
what's
to
been going
3.
on.
DRX, I mean, I mentioned you're not really expecting Freeing to be that far forward. It doesn't even really matter, but as VARREL, you can't decide to take the duel when Freeing reveals himself. You've got a time pressure issue. You're up the guts of mid already. And Hermes just plants his feet. Gets them very nicely on the back of his own poison cloud, by the way, that they take that immediate decay. It's good timing from him on this Viper.
13 and 3.
Yeah, it's an effort by committee for DRX for sure currently. As we transition to the last round of this half, 9-3.
Whoa.
Or 8-4.
The 5-person group again against the Sky. When does the Sky clear anywhere? Here we go. Sky Dog goes out over towards B. They've had pressure over towards A. Can keep 3 strong. They have a tail.
They are going to be able to get away from this one, so good dodging out of that. And a great opener from Zexy and Hermes as well this time.
We said they just like to take the 50-50 duels, but
will go down.
It's a big pick.
Seekers to confirm.
Seekers to confirm they're still over here.
Yeah, well, you already knew that they were towards the ramp, but you want to confirm if they have maybe gotten down in towards the fence, if one trickles off in towards mid. All 4
He might,
members of
if he holds
VARREL
this for long enough, he might get
outside A
jumpy.
main, though, looking to have some go time with space to spare as well. 40 seconds to go here.
All the utilities starting to come out from DRX now.
Oh,
being invited
it was fast.
through. LP unfortunately goes down, so no more pit. Comes down to Klaus with the opening shot. Fires off a second, but it whips right by. Suna will be able to find the trades, and now Bang trying to continue to
Cinder, that
stifle
was
them.
nice
It
from
doesn't
him as
happen,
well.
though, which lands Mako in a 1v3.
Yeah, Bane not able to do
He was watching Heaven, but at the same time he's anti-flash to get ready to swing. They had great trades on this one.
Reliable in Marco, but is he going to be able to come out with a 1 versus 3? He shouldn't be able to.
He's got a full kit at least. Smokes out in the open for now. Wants to slice in towards elbow. Unbeknownst to him, though, Cinder up top Heaven. Plays around the smoke and he gets the first shot.
He doesn't know.
Sound like
Now he does.
Flashes over. Wants to look back in the elbow. He has a pretty good idea of where his opponents are, but does he find the kills necessary? His opponents, they're toying with him, trying to buy time away from the spike, and that's where Suna stabs him
if they
in
can
the
win a
back.
pistol, man,
VARREL will be able to close out
they
the
got a
first
really
half,
good defense
4 to
comp.
8.
Yeah, again, another scenario where there's no world in which Marco should come away with that 1 versus 3. So even though all the members of VARREL there are split out, they still have the right picks and the right info on what to do there together. Well coordinated.
Massive pistol. But the problem is they like to fight a lot.
Get their round on the board
So
earlier on. Are they going to be able to make it something of 7-5, 8-4?
I'd imagine they would probably lose some rounds where they're fighting too much against the solo duelist. But
a change-up approach coming on the flip. Have to see maybe even that pistol round. Maybe it's a necessity to come in for VARREL on the flip-up, right?
have you watched the Pacific content piece? Nah, someone else asked me this. Dude, we'll get a tech pause at one point and they'll play it.
And in the beginning of this map, you also got to remember
I have faith.
6 in a row for the sensational start that DRX come out with.
The Ascension team, yeah.
Because barring those, lose out the pistol here. Things go towards Spine. That's where things might get a little bit more worrisome for VARREL again as well.
Yes, I will agree with you on that, but from what we're seeing already with the change-ups in compositions and styles and ideas,
Slight hope.
I would put... I'm not a gambling man.
Okay.
But I put a bet that we're not going to see 3 duelists come through from VARREL on that map.
That's a very safe statement to make, Komodo.
But who knows? We've been wrong before.
Yeah, 3 duelists all of a sudden. Second week of Pacific. Let's go.
Yeah, Paper-esque on split again. No, thank you.
All right. Back in the second half.
Yeah, I'm in raid,
DRX
boss. Buys
armor
armor, gets dropped to frenzy.
Yeah, we'll see who's going to be in the driver's seat for the beginning stages of this one as well. VARREL in the right spot
Fast
with
over
3
towards
technical.
B.
One could argue
It's where the
over
heaviest
towards
stack
B
is.
side at
Viper
the
might
moment.
get hit with
LP
Viper
goes
Molly
there
in
'cause
time.
I'm looking at LP and you got the Ghost.
Oh, Viper Molly.
You've got no Viper utility to be main.
Oh,
so
Viper Molly and a pistol. Go for smoke instead.
By Zexy and by Cinder with the snake spike coming down for the flood.
Oh, the Molly
Cinder
missed.
ends up rafters,
Doesn't
really
matter.
Coming in for Zexy to open up already into the
Dude,
site. And
the Molly
this is
missed,
already
and
falling
the
over,
Viper
isn't it?
ends up dropping
Snake
down
bite
into
kill
the
going
miss
to
Molly.
respond. Tuna might be in position, but he will just hunker down. Stays alive for another extra second. Klaus is the final player from VARREL to try to go for a bit of a duck hunt out from top Heaven. Okay, clears out the back for now. DRX playing it safe.
It was all planned, yeah.
Spike planted
It's meant to go
somewhat
Heaven
far
to stop the
Klaus.
flood out.
Something tells me it's not duck hunting season here, Quack.
Not anymore. The Ducks have long flown away.
Yep, not in a row. Klaus.
We're running out of time as well, so just being caught out in the open. Still lands the dink into the kill.
4 from 4.
All pistols for DRX.
Can't really force some defense.
4. And well, you also got to remember they dropped the first map with finding them, but they did lose the secondary rounds.
Yeah, they look at the molly there, and then this guy just jumps into
Not
it.
the start that you wanted to see come out from the likes of VARREL to get back into this map pick of split, courtesy of DRX. For those
Cinder's gonna get way more there, surely.
Corrode first picked up, played by VARREL. But feels like we're waiting for them to play this map a little bit currently. Just the pistols to be present for them in this second round. And stacking everyone over towards the A side of the map, just leaving Klaus to play at B. Gets one. Get out of dodge to the alley with the rendezvous. But it's only permitted he kind of finds one as well. Pistol from Hermes confirming information at A. Gets away with 2. And even Klaus can't get one, unfortunately.
Yeah, this guy died. Dude, I'm telling you, the Sky is Sky's getting so much value for DRX at the moment.
Points for DRX now, slowly beginning to build on up.
Yep. Gunman getting closer to the showstopper.
If you are just joining, pull up a chair. You might witness DRX close out this map soon, perhaps, unless VARREL starts to make moves on the next round. For now, though, just the exits. DRX keeping track, carefully angling around the positions.
Is the Sky meta back? I mean, the Sky meta's not back, but if you play against a team or an IGL that doesn't know how to call against the Sky, then you get a lot of value. It's been so long since we've seen the Sky meta. Teams have either forgotten, or maybe the IGL wasn't IGLing around then.
To collect that ulti orb for the first in this half. Buy time for VARREL, and we need to see something very, very vastly different to come out from them. Because this game of Valorant that we all know and love can have comebacks, can have fake comebacks. But if you don't see some smart decisions made from VARREL soon, well, it's definitely going to go third map. With the way that DRX are navigating this one.
Absolutely. Masterfully called by Bane. I mean, these executes from DRX into the B site have been pretty on point.
Oh, it's 2 rounds.
Go get him.
Sure enough.
Better than last series.
Okay, big buy rounds.
Put that out there.
VARREL trying to slow them down this time.
Got the B main space, but as the rays of Zexy, if you get pressured and overwhelmed here, to satchel yourself out is going to be a little bit difficult, so we'll have to wait and see. Trailblazer in first, needing to be destroyed by Cinder, and I don't believe it was, so Zexy's position is known, and this is why I said he had the potential satchel out, because he's just a very vulnerable player on the Rays when he's left to his own devices.
DRX showing their experience, unfortunately, so 5v4 instantly as the round begins. Now you have to pick up the pieces. Looks to either be a rotation to play.
When you're a coach, how often such normal was it for you to team days focus on bonding and less practice? Common in league. I think I was coaching in a different time where I was coaching in the time where the game first came out, right? First 2 years, to be honest, if you just play the game the most, then you're gonna just win. So we didn't do much of that stuff. Maybe a couple of evenings. We didn't do that much. We practiced a lot. These days, because people have played ranked and stuff, your hours, obviously, as hours go up, there's like left. Ooh, maybe. With this one, it's obviously like the worst round they can lose in terms of money-wise, but maybe. You got to think like the difference between like 300 hours and 200 hours is quite a lot. But then as you go on in the game, like I guess it just gets less and less difference because people play so much. Or like the difference, people might not spend their time as well. Like the difference between 3,000, 2,000 isn't as much. Just because you're learning so much of the game. Also, a lot of my team had known each other for years. It's a little different.
3 versus 2, and moreover that 2 versus 1 as well. Could have got the job done. Yeah, I mean, some of these rounds that VARREL are getting, you got to understand that they probably shouldn't be. And as a coach for this squad as well as TK9, I mean, we got it. I'm not happy. Now the timeout that you dropped probably middle of that round, maybe even the start of that round where it didn't go your way. maybe you're thinking as a coach, I should have held that for later.
You and me
This is the
both,
second
Mark.
time out
You
of
and me
VARREL.
both. The good old days.
For the rest of the map.
No, DRX can dictate when you get some coach talks now, and with a 5-round lead, it can definitely hurt
Nepotism 1, 2,
VARREL's
3.
chances
Yeah.
if they're not able to make some, again, good decisions mid-rounds. Puts a lot more pressure onto this squad, onto Cinder to do so.
As the timeout elapses, though, back in, and it's the same toxic screen from LP. Just in case DRX does decide to go into one of these rounds. Not yet, though.
Obviously, big money rounds.
See what
Big money
protocols look
rounds.
like in this round for
And
DRX,
they
is
low
even though
buy.
VARREL found the previous rounds, not enough money to match damage delivered.
But then
Oh.
Two
one.
rifles,
What
couple
is this buy?
pistolas,
We low buy,
Bandito
but then
for
Zexy
Cinder.
didn't get the memo that it's a low buy, and he buys a
We're not
gun,
seeing,
no
like,
armor, and then
heavy
everyone
adoptions
else
of that gun just yet.
is like
It's had a couple of glimpses.
eco to an extent. My
The
Chambers
general
bought
sentiment is
heavy
players
armor
still
for his
preferring
bullets. That's okay.
the Sheriff.
This one's a little odd.
Is in this sort of situation as well for Cinder. If he's got a sharp shot,
Right,
he's
he's
taken out what? Bane?
aiming well though,
About
isn't
it,
he?
really. Hermes' first fall to LP.
Showstopper
Okay,
deployed
big
by Youngin
retake,
as well.
but they have the
Clear
retake
out
wall
a lot
for
of
this. This is
those
pretty much a
shooters.
nice plan for them to send over towards side with
Razor
Razor.
in the back of the screens, but now that plant is down
Spike
towards
planted.
the heaven open space, and you've got no control over there as DRX. You got to hold back of sight. You got to hold outside of the site as freeing, for example, and he's got no salvos to assist.
Trying to keep them contained in just a
I mean, they're through the choke.
more utility, but still
Moment
being
flash
able
is
to shoot
good.
back could work out wonders for DRX.
Wow,
There
this
they
guy's
go,
playing
LP
so well
straight
on
up
site
through
right
from
now.
elbow. The site has been
Viper's
cleared.
doing great.
Still got to watch out for Mako and freeing it.
Last
Look
player
and behold where
One
freeing
enemy
is.
remaining.
Shuna
I think you heard him on the rope.
too darn low. Might have looked
Oh!
on.
Oh, he hit it.
Just as he reveals himself, Suna
No way. What a
caps
shot.
his head off.
Again, it's another round going
What a
towards
shot,
VARREL's
20
way.
HP, bro.
Only one alive, but for all intents and purposes, you call that one a thrifty. 2 rifles, the pistols getting the job done. And again, I highlight, right?
Yeah, and they did the
Freeing
low buy to get
was
their money
absent
good, and
of
then they win
presence
it,
on the
and
side.
then
No salvos
DRX
for
must
the
have low money
post-plant.
as well.
Going
2 4 loss
for
bonus.
the ring around the map through the sewers, through mid, through the vents to come on back, and I believe that it was actually heard at the end there. There you go. You just heard the audio cue. So Shuna knew where that was coming from. But at the end of the day, 20
The
HP,
nice
you
shot.
have to hit
Man,
that
the
shot, and he does so
committed
very
close
swimmingly.
range peek.
Nicely done for VARREL to, I think, tread
Holy.
water in this map at the moment.
See, is the full process that his pre-aim is so low that it's a harder shot to hit? Maybe. He only has to hit 1 bullet. He can definitely play that one better over towards heaven. I'm not gonna lie.
I guess the DRX as well, who have opted for a bit more of that passive variety approach. to
Forces
the buy,
them
making
down
sure that they
to...
have the
It's an
full
okay low buy.
arsenal coming in towards them.
Do a low buy.
In the next round, freeing one off Armageddon. Get into a post-plant scenario, you want to scale up.
That was
That's
clean.
gonna
That
be
was a really
as
nice
well.
shot.
So this round,
You got to give it to the Viper as well.
play for
The Viper played so well though.
11,
Viper
of
hit
course,
3
can.
banger shots
the
also.
game plan for the next one to be a little bit more backed up, and the rotations from VARREL at the moment are correct to this A site.
Outlaw over towards site.
Klaus with
Still
the
got
outlaw.
raised nade for the dog.
They give you a bit of a nightmare on DRX if he's able to get on the right line. He's just revealed himself with it. DRX have to change how they're going to play around
Oh,
it,
mate.
or maybe not.
Oh, boys. This guy hasn't had time to reload.
They will just spray through the crossing, catching 2, catching 3.
Cena's got to do it all.
1 left, that's just Hermes all the way up top, and that's where LP will keep him in check. VARREL slowly but surely catching
Yeah,
up to
no,
DRX.
that.
Yes,
They
3
get in
in
there.
a row on the defensive side right now. They found 4 against Global. That may very well be a bit of a pass mark first, a bit of a hurdle to get over in the beginning stages here. As Termi for the timeout, DRX going to gift an opportunity to VARREL to have some coach talk as well.
Spike down.
I mentioned just before too, Quack, you're going to start to get a couple of these ultimates online for DRX now. How are you playing them together? How are you maximizing potential? How also are you just bringing a little bit more stability after dropping these 3 rounds, right? We're starting to see
Yeah, they
a
need
little
some
bit
help.
of slip-ups on DRX, but a little bit of heightened plays.
They definitely
on
need some
VARREL too.
help. What's been going on? Blocked on middle. They keep grouping like a 1-1-3 with the 3 going A heaven. Push them off of A heaven, then take mid control with the 2. Split over towards mid. Probably what you're gonna see.
In what I think nearly everyone could argue would be an upset. Especially if 2-0.
If it's 2-0, yeah.
11% on the
No A heaven
for VARREL in this one. I think it was 12 and 15%.
Little worried for them. They have good ults, so maybe something playing with the ult.
No, we didn't. We have very well guaranteed predictions yesterday and today, so we'll see.
Could still be wrong. Happy to be wrong, but let's see. DRX back in the garage.
I think it's happy to be proven wrong, meaning we would see VARREL really making an effort here. Making an effort to stack the A site though. 4-1 with just Klaus in towards
Dude, look
mid.
at how confident they were that it was going to be an A heaven. They got 4 people to fight here. I don't even blame them. It was the most obvious call on this one. Maybe also because of the ults, they want to play a little more retakey, but they don't have the best ults themselves for the retake. A hard retake. It feels like a weird round for them to gamble so heavy on. Like, I agree, the most obvious call was for them to go A heaven, but...
You're all here now.
Full-on retake as well, going through with Hermes carefully flanking as well. Closing in the distance. Snakebite, bit of utility dumped onto site. Sexy beginning to swing wide with Mako finding a double.
Man, my raid boss back at site's doing good. Got a late luck over towards heaven, but the smoke down on Spike might win this.
Just Klaus onto this operator. He swings, he spots.
Good time on this.
Gets marked by the abilities, and now off to the headhunter. Bane will be able to come.
Yeah, that's unlucky, man. Dude, if you didn't get that kill over towards B main with the smoke down, maybe it's a different round. It's a weird round from VARREL. Like, even after a timeout, if you're confident something's going to happen, to for it feels mad. Especially if you're not being proactive. Like, you're just sticking as the 4 waiting.
The shots and the crossfires, I got to give credit to Zexy. Those satchels were actually really nice to the back of the pillar as well, mind you. Bopping DRX out into the open for the teammates to potentially find those kills. I did like that, but still falls a bit flat at the end of the day from VARREL. So we go again. We see if they're going to be able to stave off DRX finding map point here. Klaus bringing out the 2 of the force. Going to be charged with holding that to the A site by his lonesome self. As VARREL really liking the 2-2-1s and the 4-1s and everything, leaving Klaus to try and get out of a hopeful advantage if he finds the pick.
DRX happy to avoid most of it.
Sexy. Like in this scenario, itching to rip that showstopper towards mid. Is it going to bite him?
3 pass and B heaven holds.
Can't really pop it off right now, and that's where
God, dude, they struggle so much against the Sky. The Sky wrecks them, I'm telling you.
Under pressure. Tries to mark them as they hop around. DRX playing it safe on the
Big duel over towards B main. You have to at least get one.
Duels with the fading smoke, they swing on out. He gets one,
good.
gets traded. Now the rest of the squad at the site, bar one, needing to deliver.
Standing tall, trying to keep players in check. They managed to find a couple, but then
yeah,
DRX makes their move simultaneously.
You would imagine we're going third map.
On the tour de force, he spots out a player. The rest of him covered by the pit. Spike planted now, and the timer's reset.
If you want to, you can 3-2-1 Pete together, but you've got the protection of the pit. And when you hear that tour de force echo in the server as well,
At least got a shorty, so it could send it into the ult.
You're not playing into an angle that Klaus can get on.
And you know you pretty much secured.
Oh, that was close.
Point as well.
It's just Hail Mary attempts from him at that point to try and find a kill. Begging for a better gun than a judge as well, unfortunately. They're all on the site or B main. So if he does want an upgrade, he'd have to
judge save.
Towards the exit
Save heavy
position
armor
of DRX. That's not the gun you want to take over in the next round, unfortunately. Look, I'll say this. if you are taking that gun, give it a Zexy. He's got the showstopper. You can play with the judge on the back of it. You trade some weapons. You just use the headhunter instead. There's options here for VARREL, but it's very slim as well. They cannot make a mistake at the moment. It's a fruitful scenario for DRX right now with 5 map points to play for. Very stark difference from what we saw on the last map.
Yeah, some of their some of their like setups past 2 rounds haven't been great. Don't mind the stack over towards heaven, but it's so hard. Like this is still a 50-50 duel, and you have to commit so heavy to try trade it. Like if you did a more passive one where they're committed and they get stuck, then it makes sense. 5 goes at it.
You go too far forward though, Hermes. Retreating.
Did he see anything with his jiggle? Looks like it.
Because they are inching closer and closer towards this deep territory. VARREL. LP gun barrel betrays him, but the headshot comes out better.
What a reaction. DRX then back up towards middle.
Rotations for VARREL, of course, as well. I mentioned earlier, right? They love these 4-1s, especially when you get this deep space that LP holds. So they should know that DRX are either leaning towards a B end or you go up through the vents, which is safeguarded by the trademark.
Spike down mid.
We're back into Mail where Zexy is lying in wait. Boombot.
So
Salvos
close.
clearing out backside. Ring trying to sneak on
Dude,
through.
he must be
Unfortunately, though,
furious.
the entire force of VARREL
2 players in B, and the B main guy kills him.
One of those rounds where VARREL do things quite nicely, honestly. You get that A-main space, you push Hermes off, you get the frag, you get all the information needed and where DRX are going to be ending things. You don't really falter too hard as well. I mean, 2 HP at the end is what you survive with. Special delivery would have potentially even finished you at the end there, but it's held nicely. So 4 alive, sorry, will assist things out here for VARREL.
Yeah, Desp. But maybe
Another scenario where it has to
again,
be
if you weren't like
flawless varieties,
around
cannot
properly
lose these rounds for
in a
VARREL.
team in 2023, like a good team, I guess,
purchase a little bit
you would have missed that whole part
Yep,
of the game.
sure. No massive shields for DRX, though they do get really close towards you, or at least attempts to do so.
Paint shells, pretty well timed.
Yeah, it is good to trade
Entire
himself.
team is here as well, and they will just
Nice
turn
on this
into
one.
a
The good
shooting
thing is as
range.
well is they kept their
The scoreline's
razor.
pretty close, 12-9.
Yeah, where Zexy is faltering at the moment, Shuna is
3
certainly
goes at
looking
it. They
to
still have one more
be the
timeout
one
if they want a
carrying that
timeout.
back. Trying to dig deep in towards a lot of these battles and a lot of these multi-frag scenarios. And then there was 3, so that was the eco round for DRX. Which means that they've got a buy prevalent in the next round. Holding on to the showstopper for Hyunmin, inching closer to the Armageddon for freeing. If you do want to have a closing scenario, it could be
Oh, it's a
comboing
great
those ultimates
jump.
as Zexy whiffs out on
Mate,
his
they
own
keep on going.
showstopper.
Could get
Seal
out
the
of there.
deal onto Marco in the
Do
end.
get out of there. Instant
Slimming
reaction.
the chances of
Great
DRX's percentages on winning this round. Even
Ooh,
further
great
with
shot.
Klaus. Going a bit monstrous with the operator.
I was just thinking that this is early pressure. That's a lot more than that. Completely blowing up in DRX's faces.
And 1:10 to have
Klaus,
a
I mean, he's a
podcast, because you
little
can
lucky
really
that
see a world
the
in
guy
which
spawn
DRX
missed.
Bring this one back.
Certainly not, but
Unless they have a sixth
For the
sense that the B
repeat,
side is
but-
open, they get a plant and they
It was still fast.
get a couple of orbs for freeing.
that would
Who,
be nice.
I will say, has felt like this Teo pick, whilst there's been some neat timing with the salvos and the deliveries and stuff, has not been a massive wow factor.
Okay. That's a fair assessment.
Really, yep,
Players
well,
Leaping.
that's,
Down,
that's not the
attacker
agent though, that one.
Dude, look at the time.
That
This
was
guy is
the
gonna
player.
get. This guy ain't surviving, surely.
Oh boy.
Your money's looking okay for VARREL as well. If you do want to remove this Vandal from Hyunmin, the hunt is certainly well worth its weight in gold here, and they are charging him. 1.
Okay.
Let's just not have 5 die.
Surely
2.
not. Surely
3.
not.
Oh, it's worth though. It's worth.
I'm
Even though he
just
did look
seeing
like he might just take
faces
everyone
in the
down.
audience gasping watching this with bated breath as the rounds start to get a lot closer.
That third shot was really good.
First kill, VARREL kind of knew that was potential as
Well,
well.
it's basically an eco, like a full eco.
He just
Oh, that was pretty nice from Mako still, though. The run, forwards, jump over.
See it on the replay here. Sinister shots from Hyunmin. We've got standing!
Let's go!
Timeout.
Corey Clapp with the tier 1. Appreciate the 34 months as well. Thank you so much.
Exercise.
Thank you for that, man.
Tail end of the map, essentially. 12 to 10.
34 months, a long time, dude.
Are you a believer yet?
I'm always a believer.
Yep, okay. I said, we see comebacks, we see fake comebacks. But at the 10 to... was it the 10 to 4?
Schmom as well with the 19 months. Thank you for the prime also, mate.
9 to 4. 10 to 4. Yeah, 10-4. It was 10-4. That's where I said that. Now 12-10.
12-10. We've come a long way. Still got a little bit of a journey to go, but we'll see. Love to see some support for the new team, for sure. But also, as you mentioned, the
I'm 8. I don't really play anymore, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you want a bit of a swinger, that certainly is going to favor you a little bit
For a
more
strict
so
watcher.
than not. It is a more side of the save coin for DRX in the 23rd round as well. Toxic screen held on, used at last moment.
Find it a little odd again. You see this B wall and no one rotates. Well, I mean, I say no one rotates, but you see this B wall and then they still kind of keep strong over towards A.
Flashes can get him off, salvos can get him off.
Yeah, they're trying to make it look like a fake. This is a good ult. Omen ult to see if anyone's over towards A.
Too scary for DRX.
It's still really weak on B. Like if he misses this shot and gets pushed off of this angle, and this drone is good for it. Oh boy, he's stuck back aside. And he hit a leg shot. And it's a low buy, but it's an incredibly good low buy. And it looks super scary for VARREL.
Now in control, but an Odin brought up by Zexy. I wonder how that's going to play out.
They haven't got the spike plant down just yet. The Seeker's invested in from VARREL.
Flash off the Seeker's info.
Eventually,
no.
The one for the plant is
Are they waiting for the plant to then send it?
Armageddon on the back of this one, respected by VARREL.
Just where this entire round could end, this entire map could end, freeing with another shot. Armageddon will blow right by, but time elapsed. LP now making moves out of garage, but sniped down by Mako. Here comes Zexy on the Odin, and
yeah,
unfortunately
but
only sprays down onto one.
Oh, they messed up so heavy on this one. Get 4 ecos. They just see the wall over towards B. Don't change anything about their original setup.
Well, they get the job done.
It's also insanely risky to play it so weak with a chamber when you're playing against the Teo.
From the back side on towards you. How about you just remove his ability to get out of that situation?
Yeah, as soon as they hit him back aside with the Teo drone, they're just okay to pop the ult, which is a little risky, I will say, but they're so sure that it's weak side.
I feel like they got a bit more of the